Hey everybody, we are back for day 2 of what's going on around here. I'm getting some outdoor garden stuff going on. That's long overdue actually, but this was the first time I can get out and do anything. So we'll go through this quick. So we got my line of peas. So this is obviously, like I had said, you have to dig back. You do not grow in the wood chips, you grow in the dirt. And because these wood chips have been sitting here a number of years now, and that's turned into some pretty nice soil, seeing how up here all we pretty much have is clay. So I ran this quite long all the way down to there because I'm just going to use up these peas. Like I said in previous videos, they ended up with some mold in the jar, and then I just dumped on the outside the rest of what I had. We'll see if they do anything, who knows. And then here I moved a little bit further away from the fence and put in some radishes. I don't know what this is. It might be milkweed. I'm not sure, but I figure I'd let it sit for a little bit and see what it does. And then coming over here, now I noticed this growing on its own. So I'm pretty sure that is lettuce. And this is the area where I grew lettuce last year. So this might have come up lettuce all by itself. I don't know what kind it is. It doesn't look like iceberg, which is all I'm growing this year. It might be the red romaine, which is what I think I grew some of that last year in this general area. But I thought that was pretty cool. So we're gonna see how that transpires. So now you can also tell the weeds. So now there where there's very little wood chips, I have plenty of weeds that I gotta get out of here. As I plant, I'll go along and do them. But then here, where it's really thick, I have little to none. So if you don't want weeds, keep your wood chip pile, your wood chips nice and deep. Here I did some spinach. I put in the square, put 8 of them. So 1 on each corner and then 1 on each center. So we'll see. That might be too close together, I'm not sure. So I put the seeds in there, and then all I did was crumble the dirt over the top and just pat it down just a touch. I didn't want it too tight in there. The rain's going to tighten it up anyways. But what I did notice is in my seed jar, because this wasn't the first task at hand, I had the lid on it and it was sitting out here. And of course, I picked it up and noticed that there was plenty of condensation inside it. Even though I have a silica gel pack in there, and there were no signs of moisture or mold or anything in there, it definitely popped up. So something to be aware of. So I'm going to take that inside, keep the lid off, move it around, get it all dried back out. The rhubarb that I've got over here is doing very well. I got a big old bulb going in down there. Hope you can see that, I'm in the way. So that's doing well. So that's good for my perennial. My pear tree, I got things a popping. So we're doing good. It's alive. So, and I'm forming it as I go. So like all these interior ones, I'm popping these off. I don't want anything growing interior. I want everything to grow outwards. So over time, we'll have to do some trimming maybe. But I definitely want to make sure I give it air all throughout. Carrots. Now here's another cool thing, is that I am pretty certain, I gotta get my glasses off so I can, my glasses are all tinted up so I can't see the screen. So yeah, so I am pretty certain that this is carrots that are coming back from the previous year. So that's really cool. I was not expecting that. And then what I did was the board method again. At first last year I was not happy with it. I didn't think it was going to work. And then come to find out it worked out perfectly. And I'm pretty sure I ended up, this whole thing was just like, you know, full of carrots. It was crazy amount of carrots. So all you do is clear the wood chips out, and then just rake it up a little bit, throw your seeds down, and throw the board over it. We'll let that sit there for at least a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. Take it off, and they'll be in the ground, established enough. You won't see this yet, obviously, because there's a board there, but they'll be established enough to where I can take the board off and just let them go, let them be. And then I cut back my grapevines. Like I was saying in the other video, I screwed that up for round 2. I was just doing off the main lead and running that around. I guess that's not what you're supposed to do. So this is the second year I've cut those back. So we'll see if they're going to be angry with me and not do anything this year, or if they're going to actually sprout another run for me. We shall see. So other than that, a very beautiful day. One of the last for pretty much the rest of the week. Gonna be rainy, cloudy, crappy. I did notice that I should have some of my plants that I started indoors. I should have them out already, like as of today or this week. And I wasn't thinking about that until I looked at today, of course. And yeah, so I was going to just plant them all, and then I'm like, well, I didn't harden them off, so I'm going to try throughout the week and harden them off, and then hopefully next weekend I can get them in the ground. So that's it for now, and I hope everybody's having a great 420, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See you!